Do we sponsor clans? No, we don't. We're not like... The funny thing is a lot of people are always saying, hey, how do I join NGT? I'm a really good sniper. We're not a clan. The problem is people are a little confused by a lot of these other gaming places out there. They're looking for people with clans. We're a gaming community. We create videos and we're growing that way. We simply create videos. We're not a clan. There's no way that you can apply for it. In terms of sponsoring one, you know, Spiderbite and I have actually discussed sponsoring a really good competitive team. But we're talking you've got to be constantly doing it. You've got to give us videos all the time. So this is something that maybe you can discuss. Maybe you can give us links. We need, if you're going to do it though, don't waste your time and don't waste our time sending us, oh hey, why don't you sponsor our team? I want to go onto your channel and I want to see several videos. I want to see good editing. I want to see good commentating, because we're not going to do it. We're not editing your videos. We're not commentating over your videos. You need to be able to edit them. You need to be able to put commentating on them, and no, you know, just music. You need to talk over them. We need to hear something. You know what I mean? For copyright issues. And I'm not getting into this discussion of fair use bullcrap. Do whatever you want on your channel. Not going to happen on ours unless we have the written consent from the music people. That's just reality. Suck it up. But a clan, I want to see that you're doing it on a regular basis, and you've got to be submitting it to us on a regular basis as well. And we will, you know, we'll consider. I'm not saying that we will, but we've already talked about this. Spiderbite and I will consider sponsoring a really good competitive team. And I'm not talking that you got to go into MLG tournaments, but you got to be involved in tournaments. You got to be, even like game battles. Even if you're in game battles, as long as you're a cohesive team and you're regularly playing, you know, 4 players or up, you know, 4v4s, 5v5s, 6v6s, whatever it is, but a regular basis, you got some good wins behind you, because we don't have time to train you. We're not here to train with those things. We did that with the NGT Elite back in Modern Warfare 2. We were very successful when we did. We only played like 22 or 23 games, and when we started, we went 19-0 with our strategies. So yes, we can create them, but we don't have time for that. So you need to do that on your own. But we can definitely look at that. So send us messages if that's the case. But again, you must have a cohesive team. You must already be playing game battles or some competitive, and you must have videos up already. If your videos are garbage, don't bother knocking. You can see we have a certain quality. We're not about to downgrade it. Sorry if you got your camcorder on your TV, please do not waste our time with that. That is garbage. I see way too many. And if you're trying to create a channel, don't waste everyone else's time. You're not going to grow. You're not going to grow with a camcorder on your TV. It's garbage. Get an HD PVR. Get a Dazzle or something that actually captures the video. You know what I mean? Do I think the Black Ops Zombie mode should be a standalone game? Yes. I absolutely do. As much as, you know, I come down hard on Treyarch for the overall presentation of Black Ops, which really it's not a horrible game, because, you know, if it was, millions of you wouldn't be playing it. Again, there are just problems with it, and if you fail to recognize the problems and you get all pissy, it's kind of like fanboyism. You own an Xbox, you hate people talking bad about your Xbox, you get defensive. You know, you play Black Ops, you really like Black Ops. When I say that there's problems with it, you get all defensive. You're like, yeah, no, all you do is complain. No, all I do is I use my brain and I realize that things aren't perfect. Things may never be perfect, but at the same time, it's not overly complaining. It's just acknowledging that there's things that need to be fixed. And when you acknowledge those things, then Treyarch can, you know, read the community and see these things being discussed and fix it in the future. But as far as the zombie mode, you know NGT, we cover zombies like they're, you know, like it's crazy, like it's the best thing in the world, and we, you know, kind of do think it's the best thing. It's very, very fun, but they can do so much more with it without having to do so much more with it. By creating a standalone game, say 10 to 15 maps, zombie maps, and keeping that core recipe that they've created, that Treyarch has created, because it's very successful and it's a lot of fun. You know what I mean? But create things like purposely put Easter eggs in it. Crazy friggin', you know, Easter eggs though. Like beyond this Mystery Man Easter egg, which kind of sucked. To be quite honest, getting death machines in the end, I mean, who really cares? Knocking the heads off of mannequins, again, they're not the greatest at doing Easter eggs. And then you get a song. Well, who really cares? Make it explosive. Make it something friggin' awesome that you can get if you work your tail off to find these Easter eggs. You know what I mean? But a whole game set like that with Easter eggs in every single map and an overall Easter egg that maybe you had to do and link all 10 to 15 maps, and then this crazy unleashed Easter egg that's very, very, very difficult to get, because the more difficult, the better, and the more amazing you feel when you accomplish it. You know what I mean? The bigger the news. So yes, definitely. If they did a standalone zombie game, I guarantee you that would sell through the roof, and we would be playing it out the wazoo. Here's a question. What do you think of music, and what's your favorite genre, and how do you feel about people like Lady Gaga and Justin Bieber being successful on garbage music? That's something around there. That was what the question was. Number one, obviously I love music. Music is art. I look at it, you know, the same way. It's about entertainment. When you listen to music, it elicits an emotion in you, either a memory or a feeling in you. And that's why you love it so much. You connect with it. It moves you. Whether it's a small amount or a big amount, whether it's, you know, a negative or positive emotion, it elicits something in you. When you hear something that you really like, you know, you physically, you can feel it changing you. You know what I mean? Like thrash metal gets you excited and can get you angry. And when you're pissed off about something, and you know what I mean, you listen to something like death metal or something like that, industrial, and it feeds into your emotion. Music is very, very powerful, and I absolutely love music. My favorite genre, I'm kind of an enigma, and in all honesty, I have a very, very wide range of music that I like. And I would say I lean more towards industrial, you know, alternative music. Back in the days, listening to Nirvana, Godsmack, and I'm trying to Pop Will Eat Itself. There's another kind of weird band for you. Tool. Tool is my absolute #1 favorite band right now, but that doesn't mean that I'm not a fan of other genres. I actually like Amy Winehouse. I love blues. I like Bedouin Sound Clash. I like ska. I like the ska sound. I love hip-hop. I love everything. Honest to God, I look at music and I look at it as a buffet, and I don't ever want to say I just love this. And I know a lot of you, most people, are sort of dead set in a certain music. It's like they become fanboys of that. So every other music is garbage to them. And I guarantee you're like that as well. Because don't tell me you're not. Most people are. And I'm saying, oh, I'm unique and you're not, but just in general observation, you know it's true. Most people, like, if they listen to thrash metal, that's what they listen to. And they're not about to listen to, you know, jazz or the blues or hip-hop. Very, very divided there. But I truly do love it. I mean, I'm a huge fan of West Coast hip-hop. Obviously, my favorite band is Tool. I love 9 Inch Nails. I love heavy stuff. I love, you know, ska. And I have a favorite classical composer, Vivaldi. A lot of strings in his compositions. Absolutely love it. I mean, I used to listen to a lot of Bach, Mozart, all of those, Beethoven, all of those, you know, composers, but Vivaldi is actually my favorite. And I can listen to him. I can honestly listen to classical music and just relax, and it elicits something in me, just this sense of, you know, Zen or whatever. Like, it really does calm me down. I love it. And I actually even like listening to Chinese, like classic Chinese music, using I can't remember what the instrument is, but I actually do. I really like listening to that. I like listening to tribal African drum music. I just love music. You know what I mean? I'm not in any one direction. So if you're looking for me to support a certain group, not going to happen, because I look at it as the buffet of music, and I just absolutely think that we should all enjoy the different aspects and see that it elicits an emotion or a response in you. I mean, be open-minded when you listen to this music, you know what I mean? It's a wonderful thing, and for you to turn your mind off of one genre just because you really like another one, you're missing out on a huge amount of music and experiences in your life. And here's the very last question that I'm going to answer. Have you ever thought about going on tour? Well, to be quite honest with you, no. And the reason is because what I've said before, and I can guarantee you Spider-Bite feels the same. While the viewers and everything, and we appreciate it, I mean, we love this. We see ourselves, I mean, we hit 300,000 subscribers, and this does blow our mind. I mean, as I talk about it, I get goosebumps, you know what I mean? Like, it honestly does. I'm like, wow, like, I was hoping, you know, with hard work, you can't worry about whether you're going to get there or not. You just keep working at it and you keep doing it. So we reach it and we don't even think about it. Okay, we're at 300,000. Let's keep going, see, you know, we're going to hit 400,000, 500,000. We don't really have a set number. But at the same time, even if we're at 500,000, a million subscribers, we don't, you know, we don't think of a world tour. And the reason being is a world tour says, you know, we're going on a world tour, which is us saying, we know that we're famous, or we know that we have legions of fans around the world, and we can make videos of this and we'll be swarmed by it. It seems almost vain or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm grateful for it. I think it would be cool, and I would love to connect with you. Absolutely love to do that. I don't know, it's just the thought of it. I'm like, well, is it really necessary? Is it really justified? It seems a little bit vain, like, ooh, I'm the big superstar, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I don't want to do that, I don't want that to happen. At the same time, I don't think it would happen, even if I had a million. I'd just do it because I think it would be cool. I'm a very social person, so when I go out there, you know, I meet people, I shake their hands, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Want to go here, want to go there? I've got no problems. Never, you know, I never hold back. I never assume, oh, I'm never intimidated either. Like, I mean, if I came across movie stars, I'm not one to be like, oh, wow, look, it's, you know, Johnny Depp or, you know, what is it, Charlize Theron or whatever their names are. They're just people and they're really good at what they're doing. I don't get intimidated by people and their stature, doctors, lawyers, or anything like that. Even in my old job, when I would go face to face against, and they'd be like, "Oh, this lawyer is really good. He never loses a case." I don't care. I don't care who he is. You know what I mean? I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" You know, shake his hand. That's it. Let's go. Let's do it. We lose. We move on. So I don't know. It's hard for me to get that. My wife is different though. She's like a Hollywood star nutcake. So if she got it, she would probably not even be able to speak. She'd be like, she says hi. That's her language. You know, that's hi for her. Crazy. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, I don't know. At some point, maybe. There's one thing that I want to talk about too, quickly. Actually, I don't even know. You know what? I'll save it for the next time. But it's about possibly a new idea. Yeah, buddy.
I pooped in the toilet.
You pooped. You pooped in the toilet?
Yeah, you have to come up.
Okay, I'll come up and see it in just a second, buddy. Good job. That's my 3-year-old. Apparently, he pooped in the toilet. And I gotta go and check it now. So on that note, we'll leave that discussion tip about touring and about a new idea that I have for some other time, because it's not really NGT related. But anyway, that's it. That's the end of the 8-Ball. Thanks for joining me. Remember, if you haven't done so already, go over to the gun shop. Link is on the actual video. Or you can just go to any channel and take away their channel name and put in The Gun Shop. 2 N's, The Gun Shop, and you'll see there. Please subscribe there, because this is where it's going to be from now on. New news on everything, and podcasts. If you missed the podcast, that's where they're going to be. Peace. Thousands of movies and TV shows streamed directly from your PS3, Xbox 360, Wii, or PC computer. Click on the link in the description of the video for your free 1-month trial membership, courtesy of NextGenTactics.